I know you mentioned also there's counseling, and there are some other services that are available there.
Yes. Some of the first partners that are there are the Family Crimes Division of the state's attorney's offices at the Family Justice Center. So if there's prosecution needs that need to be met there, they are there for certainly for consulting purposes. The sheriff's office is there, Health and Human Services there, and that includes some crisis intervention, the Abused Persons Program, Catholic Charities is there. They have attorneys. The House of Ruth is there. With their attorneys, they actually assist people in filling out the protective orders. We have short-term counseling and long-term counseling. And again, for the children that come there, we have a Safe Start program that children can be deferred into, and it's a 12-week program. And all of these services that we have there are no fees that are attached to any of these. So anyone can walk in the door and receive these necessary services.
That sounds great. Judge, most of the individuals utilizing the Family Justice Center will be seeking protective orders there of the type that we discussed earlier, the orders that involve people with familial relationships. This is mostly domestic violence situations. How does a protective order compare to a peace order in terms of the length and the amount of protection that is given?
Right. It's broader in many ways. A peace order can only be of up to 6 months length. A protective order can be up to a year, and upon good cause shown by the petitioner, it can be extended for an additional 6 months. We've already discussed the range of relief that's available in a protective order, such things as family maintenance, custody, use of vehicles, financials. None of those are available in peace orders. Peace orders are simply designed to keep two people apart who probably shouldn't be anywhere near each other.
I see. In addition, Chief Deputy, you mentioned that the Family Justice Center has various services. Some sound like they're free services, but others people might question. Is there a cost for the services, any of the services at the Family Justice Center?
Yeah, there is no fees, there is no costs for anyone. So no matter what your economic status is, you walk through the door and you will receive services there that you need, whether it's long-term counseling, short-term counseling, whether it's safety planning, if it's in very serious cases, we have the ability to place people in shelter. And so if those situations do occur, no matter what the status is, it's free of charge. No one will be charged.
That's great. And you mentioned also that at the Family Justice Center there might be assistance from attorneys to help fill out the forms and get ready to go to court. Judge, how many of the people that appear before you on peace and protective orders are accompanied by attorneys?
Not all that many. For temporary orders, very few. Then when it comes to the final order stage, sometimes people have quote-unquote lawyered up, but it's still not the rule. Most people come in unrepresented.
And the process generally is designed to make it people-friendly, user-friendly, so that they can go in and get the help they need.
It really should be. Sometimes lawyers can be very helpful in resolving these matters, because sometimes they can step out in the hall and work the case out, because an order can be entered by consent. There doesn't have to be a trial. Lawyers can be very helpful then. When it gets into a contentious trial,
maybe not so helpful.
Maybe not so much.
And again, Chief Deputy, the legal services that are offered at the Family Justice Center, again, no cost. Is that correct?
Yeah, again, there is no cost for the legal services there. Whether a victim of domestic violence is meeting with an advocate to determine the length of counseling they may need, or if they need assistance in filling out the actual orders from legal assistance, none of these services have fees. The important part of this is really to provide protection to the victims who walk in the door.
Okay. In addition to cost, another barrier to obtaining services that we often see is a concern with immigration status. Mm-hmm. Is there any inquiry into immigration status of the would-be client, the petitioner at the Family Justice Center?
Yeah, that's a great question. The immigration status or the undocumentation of anybody who walks in the door is not our interest. Our interest is the protection and safety of any victim who walks in that door. We will not ask any questions. We have never asked any questions, and that will always be that way. We have a group called Catholic Charities who have legal staff that are on site, and they can actually meet with people who potentially may have some immigration status problems that they never have to tell anybody but their counsel that is working there, and they can actually help them in certain areas of immigration when they come there. But the question will never be asked.
And they won't be denied services.
They will not only will not be denied services, but they'll be free of charge, and they can come in there and they don't have to worry about anybody asking that question about immigration, as well as the courts as well don't ask any of those questions.
That was my next question for you, Judge.
No inquiry, no box for that to be checked.
Okay. And Chief Deputy, how many individuals, ballpark, in the short time that it's been opened, has the Family Justice Center helped? Have individuals been using it?
Yeah, I'm very pleased to tell you that we have served almost 900 victims have come through our door in a very short period of time since May. But I'm also sad to tell you that 900 people have come through our door.
True, true.
You know, so both ways I'm telling you that. But the people who have come through our door have received necessary services and have come forward because they've heard of the Family Justice Center, and they may not have come forward in the past. And if we can stop that intergenerational domestic violence and separate the kids and get the children help, then maybe in the long run that this will slow that process down, providing safety to more people.
Right. We all know that with the economic downturn, people are under a great deal of pressure financially and otherwise. Judge, have you seen an increase in your docket in the last several months to a year?
They always seem to get heavier as time goes by. I don't know that I've seen a necessarily dramatic increase. I certainly have not seen any decrease. I can say
not like the foreclosure boom or something like that.
No, but business is always brisk.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
And due to the speed with which these things occur, well, let's establish the speed with which this can occur within a day or so. Is that right? From first walking into the Family Justice Center, the court may be issuing an order.
It could be within an hour.
Same
or so.
day.
A couple hours.
Okay.
Whether it's a Family Justice Center or a courthouse.
Given that, have you seen any abuses of the process by those who really should not be seeking court assistance?
Yeah, you could get every judge to tell horror stories of cases that did not belong in court, more typically in peace orders. Protective orders, I think, are sought in better faith. The abuses happen in peace orders, you know, a quick way to get an eviction without following proper procedure, vendettas against ex-boyfriends, girlfriends, my neighbor's given me the evil eye.
Right.
We see too much of that, and that takes time away from the cases that need the attention.
But the judges do know how to deal with those, I take it.
Yeah, we figured it out.
And finally, Chief Deputy, I understand there are some exciting programs that have not yet been put into place at the Family Justice Center. What is next on the horizon?
Yeah. The Sheriff's Office sees around 3,000 protective orders and peace orders a year. And one of the things with the Family Justice Center, as I told you earlier, it's really a one-stop shop, and that's what we're trying to make it. So when a victim comes to us, right now, they have to still go to the courts. But we have an exciting program that will be the first of its kind in Maryland, where the initial temporary hearings will actually be done by closed-circuit camera from the Family Justice Center, and the courts, Judge Hamilton will actually be hearing the temporary cases while the victim the petitioner is at the Family Justice Center,
so they can stay right
not
there.
sitting in his courtroom. So what we'll do is when the victim that comes in is waiting for the judge to be able to hear the case, they'll be provided all the services that they're receiving, and as soon as the judge is ready to see them, then we'll bring them in front, shortening the time frame that any victim has to really wait around for the services.
That is tremendous. There is so much more we could say about this timely and important topic, but as so often happens, we've run out of time. I'd like to thank our guests, Judge Barry Hamilton and Chief Deputy Darren Popkin, for being with us.